This next video looks at equations where the unknown occurs on both sides. So you can see in this example here, the unknown, which is the t, occurs on both sides of the equation. If an equation has unknowns on both sides, eliminate the unknowns from one side and then solve as usual. Best understood by the way of an example. So, here's our first example. Basically, the aim is to get everything with a t onto the left-hand side, and if it doesn't have a t, eliminate it from the left-hand side. So, I can eliminate the 8 from this side by adding 8. In fact, sorry, I will rewrite the equation. So, I can eliminate the 8 by adding the 8. So if I rewrite the equation, 5t subtract 8 equals 3t add 12. I add 8 to this side. To eliminate the 8, I add 8 to this side. Leaves me on the left hand side 5t, and on the right hand side 3t plus 20, because what I've done on the right hand side is I have combined those like terms. Both of those terms have no pronumeral, so they are like terms. So that first step is nothing new really from the past videos. But look, we have a t here and a t there. So if an equation has unknowns on both sides, eliminate the unknowns from one side. So we need to work out how can we eliminate the 3t from the right hand side. If I've got 3t on the right hand side, I wonder what happens if I subtract 3t. So we've now got 3t subtract 3t. Well, what happens if we have 3t subtract 3t? They cancel each other out. But remember, we can't do something to one side without doing it to the other. So we need to subtract 3t to the left hand side as well. So 5t subtract 3t leaves us 2t, and on the right hand side we have 20. So we have eliminated the unknown from the right hand side. I've got one more step, that's 2 times t. The opposite of times is divide, so I divide that side by 2. So now I've eliminated the 2, so I divide this side by 2. On the left hand side I'm left with t, and then 20 divided by 2 is 10. Okay, let's do another example. 3n plus 11 equals 6 subtract 2n. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is eliminate my 11 from the left hand side. It's adding 11, so subtract 11. That then cancels it. Remember, that is okay as long as I subtract 11 from the other side as well. Now on my right hand side, I combine my like terms, which I've just highlighted, so they're the terms with no pronumeral. So on my left hand side I've got 3n, on my right hand side I have got negative 2n minus 5, because that's what I get when I combine those like terms. Okay, I've still got a pronumeral on both sides, so how can I eliminate this from here? Well, if I add 2n, let's look what happens. So I've got that and that, the things I've highlighted in green as my like terms, they eliminate, they cancel each other out. So I've got rid of them from the right hand side, but I've got to remember I've got to add 2n to the left hand side as well. Whatever I do to one side, I've got to do to the other. So left hand side 3n plus 2n is 5n is equal to negative 5. That's 5 times n. The opposite of timesing is dividing, so divide that by 5. Divide the right hand side by 5. So n is equal to 5 divided by 5 is 1, negative and a positive is a negative. So 5n, n equals negative 1. It asks us to check our solution. So with checking, these these questions ask us to check our solution. So this is how we do it. Let's write out our question. We have done this and we have said that t is equal to 10. So let's see if this is true. So wherever I see t, I'm going to put 10. So 5 times 10, subtract 8 is equal to 3 times 10 plus 12. 5 times 10 is 50, so it's 50, subtract 8. 3 tens are 30, so it's 30, add 12. 50 subtract 8 is 42. 30 plus 12 is also 42. If this makes sense, so 42, yes, 42 does equal 42. So our solution is correct, because when we substituted 10 in, the two sides of the equation equal each other. So let's look at this one. Let's write out the equation that we started with. And what we're going to do is wherever we see n, we're going to put -1. So 3 lots of -1 plus 11 is equal to 6 subtract 2 lots of -1. Multiplying out these brackets, -3 plus 11 is equal to 6 plus 2. 2 ones are 2, and these two signs multiplied give us an addition. -3 plus 11 is 8. 6 plus 2 is also 8. This makes sense. The two sides equal each other, therefore our answer must be right. So that is how you check your solution.